Guys, welcome back to Adventure Backpack with Tom. I'm out on Route 7, just crossed over, heading toward Bear's Den. Actually, I camp beyond that. There's a cowboy camp that's down there that you can set up your tent from. So I'm going to jump on this side of the Appalachian Trail. This is just all kind of stuff that tell people who park here in this parking lot. That dumpster over there is interesting to me every year. That's for hunters. That's for hunters that after they gut their deer, if they don't leave the deer parts in the woods, they dispose of them in that dumpster. That's put here all the time. So I'm about to head up this muddy trail where some trees have come down and make my way toward Bear's Den. Boy, is it muddy. So, talk to you again soon as I get out of this mud up the trail where it's more rocky and rooty. So this is where I'm at right now, and I've just got a few miles to go before I set camp for tonight. I ran into some technical difficulties with my phone. Apparently, when I slept last night out in the tent, my phone went on and I must have hit something in my sleep, and the battery went dead. So it took me most of the day as I was hiking to recharge it, but that's fine. So on my way, keep you posted on the trail shortly. So you can see it's still a little muddy between the rocks, but I'm getting mostly to a part of the trail where it's all rocky right now. And if I had any word to describe the Appalachian Trail in general, it would be rocks and roots for the most part. That's what it is. And so you're hiking, but you got to be very careful. You can twist an ankle so easy on all this stuff. So I'm taking it slow through this section here. Looks like it clears up a little bit right here. And yeah, last thing you need when you're out in the woods is to get an injury, right? So here we go, a little bit easier. And as the temperature drops, when I started out yesterday, it was like almost 60 degrees, and overnight it stayed pretty warm. Once the morning came, when I packed everything up, temperature started to drop, the wind kicked up a little bit, and right now it's about 35 degrees. But I'm still able to hike in just a couple layers, which is good. But tonight I'm sure I'm gonna bundle up. This is gonna go down into the 20s tonight, so if I decide to stay out one more night, I'll be tucked away in my tent, layered up. So keep you posted on the trail from here. Got a little bit of a climb going here. I gotta ascend about 1,000 feet, maybe I think it's 1,200 actually. It's coming on this kiosk here. I like reading these, see what's going on. Talks a little bit about the AT, shows you the map right here in the middle, and all the animals that are out here you can encounter. Although this time of year, very few critters, absolutely no bugs. One of the benefits of winter hiking, as opposed to the summer where you have to worry about all that stuff. But you can, I don't know if camera does any justice, but this is a steep climb I got. It's like this for the next probably half mile. I'll be going straight up. Okay, so I'm approaching the Overlook that's just after the big climb I did. Looks like there's a bunch of people over there, so Not sure how much footage I'll be able to get, but anyway, I was just thinking how I was trying to catch the sunset and the clouds are rolling in. It still looks pretty out there. The sky is still pretty nice with the way the clouds have set up. So I'll try to show you that in a second. Just gotta make sure I can get myself all situated out here, but it's a pretty view. So here's the view. It's actually really nice. There's a few other people hanging around here, but that's the view from where I am after climbing 1,200 feet up. And this is overlooking the George Washington National Forest and the very western part of northern Virginia. So pretty sight, and when that sun drops down below those clouds, I'm sure it's going to be a beautiful sunset. So I'm continuing to climb up toward Bear's Den. The Bear's Den Hostel is it's an icon on the AT. It's one of those, it's the only place on the roller coaster that breaks it up, so many people stop here because doing 19 miles of that roller coaster, if you don't know what the roller coaster is, it's a 19-mile section of the Appalachian Trail where it just goes straight up, straight down, and every incline elevation gain is somewhere between 1,200 and 2,000 feet, and you get to walk a short plateau of maybe, I don't know, 20-25 yards, and then it goes straight down. And anybody who's backpacked carrying weight between 20 and 40 pounds, which most of us do, you know that both uphill and downhill, they kick your ass, and there's no reprieve for 19 miles. So this Bear's Den Hostel is it's a little beyond the midway if you're heading north, and it's about 6 miles in if you're heading south. But it's a place where everybody stays. It's an old structure. It's beautiful property. They do a great job. They've got firewood, fire pits, lots of tent areas to set up. They've got a privy. They've got indoor sleeping. I think they have, it's either 12 or 15 bunks inside, and a couple full bathrooms. So it's a place that people resupply, shower, wash their clothes, recharge all their electronics and stuff like that. I'm going to show you kind of the grounds. That right there is where I just came from. That goes down to the Overlook. And then it looks like they had some storm damage. Trees came down, but they'll just use this as kindling and firewood. And that's a picnic area. This whole section right here, there's a privy. There's a dumpster everybody can use to unload trash. But this whole area here is normally loaded up with tents, as well as there's a section up here I'll show you. There's the building right there. And it's a substantial building. Very old, all stone. I'll use the pun solid as a rock because it's all built out of rock, but it's a gorgeous building. That little brown door right there is where you enter for your sleep accommodations and laundry, charging and all that. And this whole section up here is usually filled up with tents as well. So it's got another fire pit area over there, some picnic tables. And during the peak of Appalachian Trail season, what they call the bubble, these fields here are filled with tents and campers and backpackers doing through hikes. So this is where normally you come for wood. You can see their firewood's pretty depleted, but they're regaining it. Looks like they got a new large picnic table there. Some buildings here, just storage buildings, some more firewood, and a shed over there. And this is another area that people tent back in here. So they've got, in every tent location, they've got a fire pit and seats and benches and picnic tables and stuff around it. If you happen to be hiking with a dog, they actually have a little dog house for you too. And there'll be tents scattered throughout this whole place. and the firewood is located right over here, central, so it's really easy to get at. And it costs 15 bucks a night to camp in a tent outside, and it's $5 per barrel of firewood. And then if you want to stay inside, it's I think it's $20 to stay inside in a bunk. And it costs nothing for anybody who stays here on the property to shower and use the bathrooms and stuff like that. So very reasonable. And like I said, it's the only place in the middle of the roller coaster, so it's a popular destination for people to come and stay when they're doing a through hike, because they can get all charged up, cleaned up, do some laundry, and get on their way. Because the next stop after this is Harper's Ferry, which from here is about it's around 18 miles to get to Harper's Ferry, and that's where the Appalachian Trail Conservatory is, where you can get your badge and your sign in that you're doing your through hike. And a lot of people consider that the halfway, but it's really not. Halfway point's actually in Pennsylvania, a few miles past the Mason-Dixon line. But Harper's Ferry is another iconic spot on the AT. The Appalachian Trail goes right through it. So, show you that in another video. If you want to look back on my past videos, you can see I've got lots of stuff from Harper's Ferry. So here's the front part of the Bear's Den Hostel. They've got a nice reading room in there, big giant living room. It's gorgeous. You can buy some clothes in there. You can buy some resupply stuff in there. And just sit, read, warm up if it's cold, cool off in the summer because they do have AC in there. And like I said, this is just one of those icons of the Appalachian Trail. So I'm heading out the entrance now because I'm spending the night. If I spend the night tonight, I'm going to be down about a mile from here in what they call a cowboy camp, and that's where I plan to stay. If I stay tonight, I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to decide. Another nice thing about Bear's Den is they've got trails all around the property. So there's a kiosk just explaining like rules and what's around here. There's a nature trail sign, and this here is like a campground where you can rent. A lot of times Boy Scout troops and Girl Scout troops will rent this area, or families that are meeting from distance. They can drive up, use this camping area. It's a fairly large camping area. It's got another bathroom back there, or I shouldn't say bathroom, but a privy back there. Privy's an outhouse, for those of you who don't know. It's got this beautiful sheltered pavilion with a nice fireplace in it to keep warm, or just enjoy, roasted marshmallows, whatever, in the summer. But so this is usually packed. Doesn't look like anybody's used it recently, from what I can tell, and there's some tree damage from the storms that we've had. So, and this is the parking area. So when you do camp here, you've got to park in this spot right down here and hike your stuff in. So it's a little work, but well worth it. It's a beautiful spot. All right, so I just got a text from work. Somebody called out sick for tomorrow, and they want me to come in to open up the store. So I am definitely not spending the night out here. I'm gonna catch a ride back, and just wanted to say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of footage I showed you from Bear's Den and the little view I had. But I'll be back at it sometime next week. I'm probably going to be heading back down along the Potomac River sometime midweek, and I want to look for some winter mushrooms. I've been doing a lot of reading on that, and they're supposed to be out. I've seen a lot, but I've been doing more reading on which ones could be edible and not. So I'll be doing that. But thanks for watching. Again, if you're just popping into the channel and you happen to see this, if you want to hit subscribe, I'd appreciate it. And we will talk to you soon. Happy trails.